Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into the latest major release in the AI world, Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.7. And believe me, this isn't just another update. It's a huge statement about where professional work is actually headed.
All right, let's kick things off with the headline that really got everyone talking. This isn't just about bragging rights anymore. This sets the stage for a totally new kind of race, one that's moving way beyond general knowledge and into really specialized professional skills.
So, first up, a new coding champion. Look, this isn't just another small bump in performance. With Opus 4.7, Anthropic is basically calling their shot, claiming to be the absolute best tool out there for software developers. And they're bringing the receipts to prove it.
But to really get why this is such a huge deal, you've got to ask yourself, how do you actually test an AI's coding chops? I mean, it's way more complicated than just telling it to print "Hello World," right?
Well, the answer is a benchmark called SWE Bench Pro. And you really shouldn't think of this like some easy multiple choice test. No, this is more like a real, honest-to-goodness coding assignment. It literally takes actual, gnarly bugs from massive projects and tells the AI, okay, fix it, just like a human developer would on a Tuesday morning.
And wow, just look at these results. Opus 4.7 is way out in front, successfully solving almost 2/3 of these really tough software problems. And look, this isn't just a tiny lead we're talking about, it's a massive leap. For any company building software, that means faster work and fewer headaches. It's basically Anthropic sending up a huge flare saying, hey, over here, we're the ones to beat when it comes to code that actually works.
But the coding part is only half the story. The real story is this fundamental shift in what we even expect from AI. We're moving way beyond just having a conversation. We're talking about going from a chatbot to an actual coworker. Yeah, the whole game has changed. The new battleground isn't just about knowing a bunch of facts. It's about something called agentic reasoning. And what that really means is, can the AI figure out what you want, make a plan all by itself, and then actually go do it?
So what exactly is an AI agent? Okay, here's a good way to think about it. Imagine you have a research assistant. One kind can go find a list of books for you. Cool. But an agent, that's the assistant who takes your vague idea, goes and finds the books, reads them, and comes back with a fully written draft chapter, complete with citations. See the difference? It's a huge leap.
So how does this actually work? This diagram gives you a little peek inside an AI agent's brain. It's not just sitting there waiting for you to spell everything out. No, it tries to figure out your big picture goal. Then it decides, okay, I need a web browser for this and a code interpreter for that. Then it just goes for it, checking its own work and changing the plan if it hits a snag.
And here is the absolute key. It's not just about what it can do, it's about how reliably it does it. And this is where Opus 4.7 makes a massive leap, producing only 1/3 of the tool use errors compared to the last version. And that, my friends, is the difference between a flashy tech demo and a dependable workhorse.
And this newfound reliability, people are definitely noticing. I mean, this quote from Notion's AI lead perfectly sums it up. A technical improvement like fewer errors actually changes how you feel about the AI. It stops being just a tool and starts feeling like a real teammate. Okay, so let's pop the hood. What exactly did Anthropic pack into this new model to make it truly professional grade? Let's take a look at the specialist toolkit.
Okay, beyond those big headline numbers, this thing is loaded with upgrades, specifically for getting real work done. We're talking super high-res vision. It's way better at recovering from mistakes. It actually follows instructions more literally. And get this, it can even get multiple AI agents working together. Let's dig into one of the biggest upgrades, its vision.
Just think about its vision for a sec. We're talking about sight that is so sharp it can scan these incredibly dense documents, like a legal contract with all that tiny fine print, or a crazy complex engineering diagram, and it doesn't miss a thing. It sees all those little details that could literally make or break a project.
And this isn't just some abstract feature on a spec sheet. This quote from Solve Intelligence really drives it home. For them, better vision translates directly into business value. It opens up completely new ways of working in these super high-stakes fields like biotech or patent law. Places where missing one tiny detail in a diagram isn't a small oops, it could be a multi-million-dollar disaster.
All right, with any powerful new tool, there's always one big question. What's it going to cost? So let's talk about the price of all this power. Because as you're about to see, the sticker price doesn't quite tell the full story.
So on the surface, this looks pretty awesome. Anthropic kept the official price exactly the same as the previous version. So you're getting a more capable, more reliable model for the same list price. Seems like a no-brainer, right?
Well, not so fast. As is so often the case, the sticker price isn't the whole story. There's a subtle but very important change under the hood that can affect how much you actually end up paying.
The culprit is something called a tokenizer. Just think of it like a little machine that chops your sentences into tiny pieces, and you get billed for each piece. Well, they've upgraded the machine. It's smarter, but it also chops your sentences into even smaller, more numerous pieces. So the same paragraph might now result in up to 35% more pieces, or tokens, which creates a kind of stealth cost increase for the exact same job.
Now, before you panic, developers aren't just left in the dark. Anthropic provides some really powerful tools to control these costs. For example, if you're doing the same task over and over, prompt caching can save you a ton, like up to 90%. And new features like task budgets literally let you tell the model, hey, don't spend more than X tokens on this job, giving you really fine-tuned control.
Okay, so let's zoom out. A release like this tells us a lot about where the entire AI industry is heading, and more importantly, the future of our own work. And let me tell you, that trajectory is getting faster and steeper.
I mean, just look at this timeline. It's kind of wild, right? We're talking 5 major iterations of their flagship model in less than a single year. That kind of acceleration is just redefining what we can expect from technology, not on a yearly basis, but on a quarterly basis.
And this quote from the president of Replit really brings it all full circle. He loves how it pushes back during discussions. Think about that. The goal isn't just a smart tool that does what it's told anymore. The goal is a capable, reliable, and even challenging partner that helps you make better decisions.
So, the crucial point to take away is this. With AI now capable of being a true coworker, the most important question shifts from what it can do for us to how we can best work with it. The skills that matter are evolving right before our eyes.